In this video, we're going to do another multiplicity practice problem. This time we're going to graph g of x equals x to the fourth minus 2x squared plus 1. So I have that in my Desmos graphing calculator here. First, we're going to determine the graph's end behavior. So you can do this without looking at the graph based on the degree and the leading coefficient of the equation. So my degree here is 4, that's even, and my leading coefficient, or the number in front where the power is 4, is positive. So that tells me that it's going to be rising on both sides, and that is answer choice C. Looking at the graph can confirm that that is correct. It is in fact rising on both sides. Next, we're going to find the x-intercepts. This is easy to do on the Desmos graphing calculator. I can just click on them, and I can see that they are -1 and +1. At which x-intercepts does the graph cross the x-axis? So I can see on my graph that at those x-intercepts, the graph does not cross the x-axis at either of them. So for this one, it's going to be answer choice B. There are no x-intercepts at which the graph crosses the x-axis. If there were, then I would choose answer choice A, and I would type in the values of the x-intercepts there. At which x-intercepts does the graph touch the x-axis and turn around? That's going to happen at both -1 and +1. I can tell by looking at the graph. So I would choose answer choice A, and in the box, type in -1, 1. Next, we're going to find the y-intercept. Again, I can do this by clicking on the graph. I can also do this by looking at the equation because I see that I have a number that's added here that does not have any x's with it. So that's going to be my y-intercept at 1. Question 27 says to determine whether the graph has y-axis symmetry, origin symmetry, or neither. So looking at this graph, I can tell that it is symmetric around the y-axis. The y-axis is a line of symmetry for the graph. If it had origin symmetry, then I could rotate the upper right part of the graph 180 degrees, and it would line up with the lower left corner. Or if I had something in the upper left, I could rotate it. It would line up with the graph in the lower right corner. That's not the case here, so it does not have origin symmetry, but it does have y-axis symmetry. If neither were the case, then I would choose answer choice C, which is neither.